When your weary soul feels completely exhausted and every breath feels like a heavy uphill climb, find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes and breathe deeply as you connect with God in this quiet moment. There are days when the weight of the world seems to press down with an intensity that threatens to extinguish your inner light. You might feel as though you are standing at the very edge of your endurance, wondering if there is anything left to give. It is in these exact moments of profound depletion that God's strength is most ready to be poured out. He is not looking for a polished version of you, nor does he require you to gather your own fragments before you approach him. He meets you in the middle of the wreckage, in the center of the exhaustion, and in the silence of your tired heart. You are not failing because you feel broken. You are simply human, and you are deeply loved by the Creator who knows every single limit of your frame. In this gentle stillness, allow yourself to acknowledge the reality of your fatigue without judgment or shame. The world often demands that we keep moving, keep producing, and keep smiling, even when our spirits are drained to the very last drop. But God invites you to a different rhythm, one of rest and honest surrender. He sees the battles you have fought in secret and the burdens you have carried across long, lonely miles. He knows when your spirit has reached its breaking point, and he does not pull away. Instead, he draws closer, offering a peace that does not depend on your circumstances changing. You may feel as though you are falling behind or losing your way, but God is holding you steady, even when you cannot feel your feet touching the ground. Every sigh of your heart is heard, and every tear is seen by the one who promised to never leave you. Trust that he is currently weaving a net of grace beneath you, catching you as you let go of the need to be strong for everyone else. Sense the calm gathering around you as you release the pressure to have all the answers for tomorrow's problems. When your spirit feels broken, the future can look like a daunting mountain that you have no strength to climb. However, God does not ask you to navigate the entire journey in a single moment. He provides the manna for today, the light for the next step, and the breath for this very second. Notice how the demand to be enough begins to fade when you realize that his grace is already sufficient for every weakness you possess. You are entering a sacred space where your vulnerability is not a liability, but an invitation for divine power to rest upon you. The cracks in your spirit are not signs of permanent damage. They are the places where the light of God's presence can finally shine through with the most clarity. Rest in the knowledge that you are being rebuilt from the inside out, not by your own frantic efforts, but by the steady, loving hands of a Father who treasures you. As this moment unfolds, let the tension in your mind begin to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. You have been trying to solve things that were never meant for you to carry alone, and your spirit has grown weary from the friction of the fight. God is stepping into that weariness now, bringing a divine stillness that transcends human understanding. He is the God of the broken-hearted and the healer of the crushed in spirit, and he is moving through the quiet corridors of your soul to bring restoration. You do not have to perform for him or prove that you are making progress. You simply have to be here, present and open to the restorative touch of his spirit. Feel the shift from striving to receiving as you realize that the battle belongs to him. He is your advocate in the darkness and your shield in the storm, standing guard over your heart while you recover. This time of quiet is not a luxury. It is a vital reconnection to the source of life that will never run dry. With each slow breath, imagine the heavy layers of expectation falling away from your shoulders one by one. There is a profound strength found in simply staying still and knowing that God is God. When your spirit feels brittle, it is often because you have been trying to hold everything together by the sheer force of your will. Here, in this moment of devotion, you are permitted to let it all go. God is large enough to handle the pieces of your life that feel scattered and beyond repair. He is the master craftsman who specializes in making all things new, and he is working in the hidden depths of your exhaustion to forge a resilience that will not break. You may feel like you are in a season of winter, where everything is dormant and cold, but beneath the surface, God is preparing the soil for a new kind of growth. Courage is being shaped in the silence, and faith is being anchored in the deep waters of your trust. You are safe in His grip, and His hold on you is strong. Notice how your spirit begins to settle into a deeper layer of peace that the world cannot take away. It is easy to feel spiritual when things are going well, but the most authentic faith is often forged in the furnace of a broken spirit. God is using this time of weakness to teach you how to lean into Him with a desperation that turns into intimacy. He is becoming your refuge, not just a concept, but a living reality that you can retreat into at any time. When you feel you have nothing left to give, remember that His storehouse of mercy is renewed every morning. You are being replenished right now, even if it feels like a slow process. The healing of a broken spirit is rarely a sudden event. It is a gentle unfolding of grace over time. Allow yourself the grace to be in process, to be tired, and to be held. You are being strengthened for the days ahead in ways that you cannot yet see, but the foundation is being laid by the One who created the stars and knows you. As peace rises within you, try to visualize the hands of God surrounding your life like a protective fortress. The days that break your spirit are the days where the enemy tries to tell you that you are abandoned, but the truth is that God is closer than your very breath. He is the silent companion who walks through the fire by your side, ensuring that the flames do not consume you. The exhaustion you feel is a signal to stop fighting in your own power and to start resting in His. There is no shame in reaching the end of yourself, for that is where the infinite nature of God begins to manifest. He is stretching your capacity to receive His love and deepening your understanding of His faithfulness. You are not being punished by the weight of this season. You are being prepared for a weight of glory that far outweighs the current struggle. Let the quietness of this moment remind you that you are a child of the Most High, and your inheritance is a strength that never fails. Let your heart rest in this quiet space, where the noise of the world is finally muffled by the presence of the Spirit. You have been listening to the voices of doubt and the echoes of your own tiredness for too long. Now, listen to the whisper of God telling you that you are enough simply because you are His. He is restoring the joy of your salvation and knitting back together the parts of your soul that felt frayed and disconnected. Every moment spent in this stillness is a brick being laid in the wall of your spiritual defense. You are becoming more than a conqueror, not by winning every battle, but by remaining steadfast in the love of Christ through every defeat. The strength for the days that break your spirit is not a surge of adrenaline. It is the steady, rhythmic heartbeat of God's grace sustaining you through the night. Rest in the assurance that the sun will rise again, and when it does, you will find that His power has been perfected in your weakness. Feel the quiet deepen around you as you prepare to transition back into the world with a renewed sense of divine support. You are not going back out alone. The same God who met you in this stillness is walking with you into the next hour, the next day, and the next challenge. The spirit that felt broken is now being reinforced with the gold of God's wisdom and the silver of His comfort. You have found a wellspring of life in the middle of a desert, and you can return to this place of prayer whenever the road feels too long. Remember that your identity is not defined by your level of exhaustion, but by the One who calls you His own. You have been given the armor of God for the battle, but you have also been given His heart for the rest. As you move forward, carry the quiet confidence of a soul that has been seen, heard, and helped by the King of Kings. Your spirit is not just surviving, it is being revived for a purpose that is greater than any pain you have endured. As you rise from this moment of stillness, carry with you the peace God has begun within you. You don't have to hold every thought or solve every burden at once. God walks with you, guiding your steps with clarity and surrounding your heart with steady compassion. If this time of quiet helped you breathe a little easier or feel a little lighter, know that you're not alone. There is a whole community here walking this journey of faith, hope, and healing with you. May God's calm rest over your mind, His strength steady your spirit, and His love remind you that you are deeply held. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If this brought you peace, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your words may bless someone else who needs encouragement today. Until we meet again, may God's gentle clarity guide you, and may His presence stay close to your heart.